What is up, you guys? I am Zaza, and welcome to, well, something a little bit different than usual. So today, I've decided that I want to do a Q&A because I realized I never really properly introduced myself to all y'all. So I asked you guys to ask me questions about myself, things that you wanted to know about me. I'm going to give you guys some of the basics about moi so that you can get to know me a little bit better. And yeah, so let's get started. Alright, so as you guys know, I am Zaza. I am a 19-year-old college student studying creative writing. I like nerdy things, obviously, video games, RPGs, love watching anime because, yeah, it's who I am as a person. I'm really obsessed with Avatar The Last Airbender. I love sitcoms. Probably my favorite show on TV is Scrubs. I guess it's not really on TV anymore, but hey, close enough, right? I'm a huge Shakespeare nerd as well. Yeah, that's basically it about me. I'm really not that much of an exciting person. Let's get to the questions that you guys asked. Question number one: what was your most memorable moment in high school? That's kind of hard to say. I don't know. My whole high school career was really interesting. I was a straight A student. I ended up being valedictorian, which is very strange looking back because I'm definitely not the kind of person you would expect to be a valedictorian. But I don't know. I mean, I was head editor of our newspaper, I was president of our GSA, I was president of the National English Honor Society. I did a lot of things that I'm really proud of in high school. I would probably say that my proudest moment was, or most memorable moment, I guess, was when I asked out my now partner. They are a wonderful agendered person who is now a senior in high school and is going to join me next year in college. Cross our fingers. Hopefully, we're gonna room together. You can find them at this. I'm gonna put their Tumblr somewhere in here so you guys can go check them out. But yeah, they're great, and I kind of pined after them for about 2.5 years. Just thinking, oh my god, if I could only date this amazing, sweet, wonderful person, and then I finally got the opportunity to do that, and we have been together for over a year now, so that was probably my most memorable moment in high school. Question number two is: would you have done anything differently? I don't know, that's kind of a loaded question. I feel like if you were given a list of all of the mistakes that you've made in your life, you would probably change at least one of them at some point. Um, but I don't know. I don't really have all that many regrets at this point in my life. You know, I've made some really dumb decisions just like anybody else has. But everything that I've done has made me the person that I am today, so I can't think of anything specific that I would have done differently. Maybe doing a little bit more theater than I did. I stopped doing theater when I was a junior in high school, and I kind of wish that I would have tried out for one of our school's musicals. I did theater with a private theater company for a while. So I guess if I had to change anything, I would probably go back and do one of our school's musicals. It's not a very exciting thing, but hey, that's who I am. I'm not an overly exciting person. Question number three: who are the people that inspire you in your life? There's a lot of people in my life that inspire me. My brother is a big one, which is funny because my brother and I could not be more different. He is 6 years older than me, and he was like, picture your quintessential popular jock, and that was my brother. He has always been one of my idols, though. I love him to death, but he was like, student council, baseball, football, like any stereotype that you can imagine, that is my brother. And, he's a sharp looking gentleman. But my brother's always been a big inspiration for me. Obviously, other YouTubers like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. Markiplier is actually the reason why I got my YouTube channel in the first place, and I've recently started really enjoying Jacksepticeye's videos because he's such a wonderful, funny, humble guy. Same with Mark. Mark is just a sweet, sweet, um, somewhat emotional gentleman that I just really admire. I also really admire my mom, which may sound a little pathetic, but my mom is really awesome. She's a lot like me, but older, obviously. She's really nerdy. She was a theater geek. She watched the original Doctor Who. She's the one who got me into Supernatural in the first place. We geek out about Lord of the Rings all the time. Those were like my fairy tales. She is the reason why I love Shakespeare so much because she was a Shakespearean literature major in college and she made sure to impart some of that to me. So, yeah, my mom's another big inspiration in my life. Those are probably the biggest inspirations for me at this moment in time. Question number 4. What is your gender/slash orientation? Although obviously those two are not linked. My gender identity is androgynous. I identify as androgynous, which I know is a little bit of an archaic gender identity. Androgynous was one of the very first non binary genders to kind of come out in the community. People don't really identify as it anymore. Most people either identify as agender or pangender in the two categories that androgynous would fall under, but I don't know, I feel like androgynous just really fits me. I use gender neutral pronouns, and every time I say I am androgynous, I get all warm and fuzzy on the inside. So yeah, androgynous. Although literally if you refer to me as pangender, androgynous, non-binary, genderqueer, those are all perfectly fine with me. And then my sexual orientation. Officially, I identify as pansexual and panromantic, but I'm really okay with any sexuality that implies that I like hot people. Usually in circles where pansexuality is not very well known, I identify as bisexual just because it's a lot easier than having to sit down and explain to someone who you would normally be talking to for 2 minutes what exactly pansexual is and trying to like impart all of that knowledge and drag out a conversation that didn't need to be as long as it is. So, pansexual, polysexual, I'm usually okay with too. Multisexual, um, yeah, basically any of those. Although pansexual is like my official sexuality that I will tell people. Question number 5. Is your real name Zaza? No, my real name is not Zaza. That is a nickname that my friends use for me a lot because I'm kind of a mama bear in my friend group. And Zaza is like a gender neutral mama kind of term. So most people who I'm really close to will refer to me as Zaza. I'm not exactly sure how comfortable I am disclosing my real name on the interwebs. So possibly someday I will share my real name with you guys, but for now, refer to me as Zaza because that is a name that I identify with really strongly. So yeah, call me Zaza. Question number 6. What is your favorite flavor of ice cream? So, I would probably say that my favorite flavor of ice cream is cookie dough. I'm also a huge fan of any kind of soft serve, so like vanilla soft serve, chocolate soft serve, twisted soft serve, any of those things. But if I had to eat ice cream straight out of the tub, probably cookie dough. I'm also a big fan of sherbets and sorbets. So there you go. Depends what kind of mood I'm in. Question number 7. What is your favorite song? So I feel like this is a hard question to answer. My favorite song changes. I love how. What are you doing? What are you doing? My favorite song changes fairly frequently. Normally, if I'm just talking to someone in a really short conversation, I say that my favorite song is either Atlas Hands by Benjamin Francis Leftwich or Hello My Old Heart by the Oh Hellos. My favorite song changes pretty frequently, though. I would say that the song I'm listening to the most right now is Salt by Bad Sons, which, oh my god, I'm totally gonna link to that video. It's amazing. You have to check out the music video. It's amazing. I'm also a big fan of Saint Motel right now. Also, I'll link to all of these because you should look at every single one of them because they are amazing. Shut Up and Dance with Me is another big one. I kind of have a really diverse musical taste. The only genre that I'm not a huge fan of is country. I like a select number of country songs. My family is really into country, so it's played around here a lot, but I'm not a huge fan of it. Question number 8. What is your favorite video game? It's like asking what my favorite child is. Oy vey, okay, my favorite PC game that I've ever played is Bastion, just because it's, a platformer game, but it's got an incredible story, and I have never seen a game with artwork as pretty as Bastion's artwork is. It is crazy beautiful. Absolutely go check it out. You can download it on Steam. I'm not exactly sure how much it costs, but however much it is worth your time. Play it. It is so much fun. Another game that has been put out by the company that put out Bastion is Transistor, and I haven't gotten a chance to play that one yet, but I'm hoping I will get to do that soon. I don't know if I'll do a Let's Play of either of those just because I mean, they're platformers and the plot is really interesting, but I'm not exactly sure how much fun it would be to do a let's play of something like that. Um I'll definitely have to think about it. So, you guys might or might not see me play those in the future. I may do like highlights from it or something. So yeah, play Bastion. I would say another one of my favorite games is The Last of Us. I feel a little strange for saying that because I've never actually had the opportunity to play The Last of Us, but I've watched a metric butt ton of playthroughs on them. I have friends who have played it and like let me sit in and watch it. I don't own a PlayStation, so I've just never gotten the chance to play it myself. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, in the future, in the near future, that I will get to play that game because it is the most gorgeous, intense, wonderful storyline I've ever experienced before in a game. It's, as much as something for the PS3 costs or the PS4. The PS4 one is more expensive. It's basically a remastered version of the first. I don't know how much difference there is other than the fact that the graphics are supposed to be better. But I've mostly seen The Last of Us played on the PS3. So, if you're looking for something cheaper, from what I have seen, that one is like completely fine. Question number 9. What is your favorite TV show? I guess I've kind of already said this, but Scrubs is probably my favorite TV show. It's hilarious. I have some awesome memories growing up with it. My brother and I just hanging out on the couch in our pajamas watching that ridiculous mess. I've probably seen the show from start to finish. Oh god, 5, 6, 7 times. I watch it on the daily. If I'm bored, I will watch Scrubs because I never ever get bored of it, no matter how many times I've seen the stupid thing. So yeah, check out Scrubs. It's pretty fantastic. I also really love Red versus Blue. I know that's more of a web series, but that's something that's really close to my heart because it really got me into the internet, which is kind of a weird thing to say, but it's one of the things that got me super into like YouTube. Even though, it's a web series that is on its own website now, I started watching it on YouTube and I was like, oh my god, this is like a thing that people can do in their free time? What? You can do it as a job? And right now I'm just doing it for fun. My whole thing about YouTube is that I really just want to do it for fun. But yeah, so Red versus Blue is also another big one. I also love anime. Kill la Kill is a big one for me. My favorite anime is Full Metal Alchemist, specifically Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. But yeah, so those are my favorite TV shows. And finally, the last question, question 10. This many. Why did you join YouTube? Oh goodness. So basically, um the reason that I joined YouTube was because Markiplier really helped me through a lot of really difficult times in my life. I know that's a really common story. He's been there for a lot of people, and his videos are something that have been a huge influence in my life. I have become more of a compassionate, understanding, really all around better person since I've started watching Markiplier's videos. Um, they're so encouraging, and the way that he connects with his fans is something that I'd never seen from a Let's Player before. I've seen the big Let's Players before. I watched Yami Mash, and I watched Tobuscus and PewDiePie when they were like the big ones that everyone knew about. Obviously I watched Jacksepticeye. I watch, all of that community. And I I fell in love with the way that Markiplier really seems to do this because it's something he enjoys, and it's something that he knows he can connect to people with. And that was huge for me. I didn't want to just sit here playing video games, making cliched commentary, because that's something that, lots of people do. Anyone can sit at their computer and make remarks about a game they're playing. We all do that when we play video games, but I really wanted to be a person, because I really connect with the part of my identity linked to the LGBT community, because I really connect with my mental illness, and all of that stuff. I wanted to be someone who maybe even just for one person could encourage somebody to be themselves, to go out and enjoy things that you enjoy. If you love playing video games, play video games. If you love watching sitcoms, watch sitcoms. If you love drawing, writing, watching anime, reading, anything that you're into, no matter what your identity is, I wanted to be the person that could help encourage those sorts of things in people. I hope that, as more people see my channel, maybe I'll be able to reach out to people in the best way possible. I want to be able to do charity live streams and things like that in my free time. So I know that I'm a really, really, really small YouTuber right now, but, here's hoping for the future, I guess. So yeah, this has been a Q&A with me. I hope you guys enjoyed this unconventional yet very fun video. Thank you guys so much for sending me all of those questions. They were really fun to answer. If you guys have any more questions for me, you can find me at either of these two places that I'm going to put. Either my Facebook page or my Tumblr are really the best ways to get a hold of me. You can also tweet. I am Zaza the Queer on Twitter, so you can tweet at Zaza the Queer if you have any questions for me, if you want to get a hold of me, anything like that. Please come and talk to me. I'm really personable. I love meeting new people. I would be so happy to talk to any of you, and there aren't very many of you at this point, so I will answer basically anything that you send me. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Check out the animations and the blurb. I will see you guys in my next playthrough. Stay beautiful. Take care of yourselves. Bye, guys. That again? Get. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Okay, I can stand there for hours doing that, but I'm not going to. Oh no, no, grab! You don't know this. Oh no, he didn't kill him, did he? Okay, good. Jam it. Let go. Heartless. Lady in red. Oh no. Oh crap, did she drop something? Oh crap, she's gonna follow me. Oh crap.